what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. Many of you have now heard the term stepped-up basis, and it possibly being eliminated, which is very concerning. I encourage you to schedule your free 15-minute consultation with attorney Harlan Mitchell to find out what you can do to protect yourself and your family. Schedule your appointment with attorney Harlan Mitchell by calling 256-216-9884 or by going to bamaestateplanning.com. Do it today.
He's got a cold, nothing to worry about.
Just need a couple of stitches.
Your COVID rapid test is negative.
Oh boy, X-ray shows it's broken.
Trust Trinity Medical Care when you need urgent care or routine medical care. Walk-ins are welcome, or let Trinity help you virtually with telemedicine. Visit trinity-medicalcare.com for more information and follow them on Facebook. Trinity Medical Care, where your care comes first. Located on Governor's Drive and South Parkway.
Boutique Air in Muscle Shoals, Alabama offers direct flights to Atlanta, Nashville, and Pensacola. Boutique Air service runs twice daily, 7 days a week, with fares starting at $59. Follow Boutique Air Muscle Shoals on Facebook at Boutique Air MSL and book your flight through boutiqueair.com. Boutique Air,
where you can fly private for the cost of commercial.
Mr. Cecil Batchelor is the one that started this business as Dependable Service Center. And even though now it's Green's Dependable Hardware and we're a True Value store, our tagline is still Your Dependable Service Center. We've tried to keep that alive for all these years. Mr. Batchelor really started a good business. We're really excited to be carrying on a long-standing tradition. It's the oldest retail store in the city of Russellville. We're Green's Dependable Hardware, 15220A Highway 43 in Russellville, Alabama. We're right behind McDonald's or right across the street from the hospital. Number is 256-331-0123.
Your Dependable Service Center.
You know, my mother used to say a long time ago, whenever there would be any real catastrophe that was in the movies or on the air, she would say, always look for the helpers. There will always be helpers, just on the sidelines. That's why I think that if news programs could make a conscious effort of showing anybody who is coming into a place where there's a tragedy, to be sure that they include that. Because if you look for the helpers, you'll know that there's hope.
Hey everybody, this is Daryl Worley, and you're listening to The Mark White Show. Hey, step up and make a difference like he does.
Hey y'all, this is Jeff Foxworthy, and you can make a huge difference in somebody's life. You just may not have figured out how yet, and that's why you're listening to The Mark White Show.
Hi, this is Maggie Peterson. I played Charlene Darling on The Andy Griffith Show, and you are listening to The Mark White Show.
Hi folks, this is Ricky Skaggs, and you're listening to The Mark White Show.
Hello, I'm Gene Stallings, and this is The Mark White Show. Get off the sideline and get involved and make a difference in your community.
You are listening to The Mark White Show. My daddy is your host, Mark White.
Do something good today.
Right now, I have on the line with me Renae Cochran from Russellville, Alabama, and she is trying to help her dad, David Morrow, get from Joplin, Missouri to Alabama to get to rehab. He's currently in the hospital. He will have to be med-flighted back to the state of Alabama, and it's very expensive. Renae, tell me about your dad and the current situation.
My dad has been in a car wreck in Missouri. He was in a car wreck last Tuesday in Missouri, and we're trying to get him transported back to Alabama to start rehab. He had med flight, but he did not have the fly home option, which I didn't even know there was a separate thing, but there is. Insurance, Blue Cross, does not cover that either. So it's going to cost $11,000 to get him transferred back home. He's not able to ride an ambulance that far because, and even an ambulance was going to cost $10,000 too. He had broken T12 through L1. He broke his neck, so they've done surgery right after his wreck. They've done emergency surgery. We've just now got to get him home. So I had started a GoFundMe. My stepmom, well, she is there with him.
Okay.
We all loaded up and went up there Tuesday. My husband came and got me and my daughter Sunday, and she stayed. So she's actually getting to stay at the hospital now. But when we first went up Tuesday, we were all having to stay in hotel rooms and everything. We could only visit from 1 to 6. But now she's actually getting to stay at the hospital with him. So she's still there, not getting to work, all that good stuff. But, it could be worse.
Well, that's true. We want to make sure that everybody knows how to help and what you want them to do to be able to help David during this time, because we do want to try to get him back to Alabama if that's possible. Very, very expensive to fly someone back from Joplin, Missouri, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And see, once he gets back they'll fly him into Birmingham Airport, and then an ambulance will pick him up, and we have to pay the ambulance right at $1,500, and they'll transfer him to Huntsville to the rehab, Encompass Rehab in Huntsville. So we're actually having to pay for air transportation and ground transportation.
So we've got enough information here for listeners to be able to help, and I would tell them to go to GoFundMe.com/help us fly dad to Alabama to start rehab, and they can search that on GoFundMe. You can also type in GoFundMe.com/help us fly dad to Alabama to start rehab with hyphens in between each word, or just search help us fly dad to Alabama to start rehab. And I hope that we can get your dad to Alabama as soon as possible.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We'll get this out there pretty quick. Okay, Renae?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. You're welcome. You take care.
You too.
All right. See
Bye-bye.
you. I hope that you'll find an opportunity to help David Morrow if you're in a position to do that. And at the very least, share the GoFundMe with others and let them know about this need that the Morrow family currently has to get him into rehab in Alabama from Missouri. You can follow The Mark White Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also subscribe to the podcast via Apple iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Audio Boom, SoundCloud, Blueberry, and on YouTube. If you have a suggestion for The Mark White Show, you can send it to themarkwhiteshow@gmail.com. We're here to recognize difference makers in our communities and share their stories to encourage and inspire us all. You have been listening to an abbreviated edition of The Mark White Show, and this is Mark White encouraging you to find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today.
Experience the difference at Athens Bible School. The vision and purpose is to provide each student a quality education in a Christ-centered environment to develop the whole person spiritually, mentally, physically, and socially in safe and supportive surroundings. The solid biblical foundation permeates learning and culture in the classrooms and every extracurricular activity.
Is it time for a haircut? Go see my friends Philip Butler and B.H. Parker at Southwind Barbershop, located at 1637 Lee Street in Rogersville, Alabama. Give them a call at 256-247-5658. That's 256-247-5658.
If you like hickory smoked ribs that fall apart at the slightest pull, or barbecue shoulders that are so slow smoked each tender bite melts in your mouth, then you are going to love Baby Jack's Barbecue. Baby Jack's Barbecue in Bartlett and Arlington. Try the barbecue chicken, beef brisket sandwich, barbecue potato, it is huge, or the Baby Jack Trio, pork, turkey, or beef brisket sliders. You like wet ribs? They like dry ribs. Get one slab that has them both. Catering? Baby Jack's can feed a family or an army. Drive in, drive through, order online, or come in and set a minute. Baby Jack's Barbecue in Bartlett at Highway 70 in Appling, or in Arlington at Highway 70 just a block west of 385.
The best way to buy, sell, and experience land is with Jonathan Berryhill. For your farm, ranch, recreational, hunting, timber, and acreage needs, contact National Land Realty Professional Jonathan Berryhill at 256-874-7354 or email at jberryhill@nationalland.com. Be sure to follow Jonathan Berryhill with National Land Realty on Facebook. This is your land. Thompson Roofing and Construction is a locally owned family business serving the North Alabama and Southern Tennessee area. They are a Better Business Bureau A+ member since 2011 and a GAF Master Elite Contractor. Give them a call at 256-952-3309 or check them out on the web at 256roofing.com. They offer free inspections.
Thompson Roofing and Construction.
Spread a little love before your chance is gone. We may never see tomorrow anyway. Let's all do something good today. Oh, won't you hear me, people, when I say, well, let's all do something good